Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tyrannical House Comedy. My name is Tyrant. Joe Jonas has filed for divorce from Sophie Turner, who was the red-headed woman who played Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones. I think she also played Phoenix or Jean Grey in X-Men Origins or one of those, X-Men Apocalypse. That was the one. Um, she was very beautiful. Everyone was like, look at this fucking hot redhead, And then she turned into the Wicked Witch of the West, just the redheaded stepchild of the Wicked Witch of the West. Um, Her face got really angular and ugly. It wasn't good. But basically, what happened is they decided to file for a divorce. And uh, I don't know uh, why. I'm assuming, actually, I do know why. It's because this bitch was a hoe. She wanted to hoe it up. She married a dude who was a little bit older, more successful at the time, most likely. Probably had more money. Maybe not more successful, but he had more money. And Joe Jonas, he apparently has decided to steal the kids from Sophie Turner. But let me tell you something. That's fine because single moms raise horrible children. That's the thing. Single fathers, they might beat the shit out of their kid. Their kid may turn out a violent extremist, a rapist. He might just be a total tyrant or a sociopath, have no real connection with women. That's what happens when you're raised by a single father. You know, you have all these sociopathic tendencies. But you succeed. You don't become a horrible drug addict. But if you're raised by a single mom, like Sophie Turner wants to raise these kids. So she'd be a single mother, like, oh, come to jolly old England and we'll take care of the children here. I'll leave them with the nanny while I go out and take 7 dicks from a bunch of Indian men. That's not good. That's not going to turn out good for the kid because the kid's never going to have a father figure, someone to beat the crap out of him when he does wrong. You know what I mean? So that's my point is yes, men raise sociopaths and women raise soy boy pussy beta boys, but but wouldn't you rather have a sociopathic son who made it to the top of a corrupt industry and then eventually got locked up for, I don't know, grape or pedo stuff, than a soy boy who drugs and grapes girls at hotel bars? I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I just I just think that uh, uh, these kids are, regardless of what's happening with this divorce between Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas, obviously there was no love there. They've been together since like 2016, got married 3 years later in Vegas. They waited 3 years, which is a good time to wait. It's a good time to wait 3 years because they say you never really know someone before then. So if these if they thought they were in love and they waited 3 years. They did the proper thing, and then they had 2 kids. And then Sophie Turner, she decided that she had missed out on her hoe phase. And not all women need to go through hoe phases, but when they're uh, raised by single mothers, they generally think that they need to go through a hoe phase because their mom is like, I went through a hoe phase too. It was after I divorced your father because he wasn't making enough money and I felt I deserved better. So I got a job at the local Kmart where he also worked. So I talked shit about him to the manager and then fucked the manager and convinced him to fire my ex-husband. And now my ex-husband's a deadbeat and won't pay child support. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Anyway, so the crux of this story that I want to talk about is the fact that I love that I had one follower and it just went I got one follower during this and then it just dropped back down to zero. I love that. That's beautiful. Um GoKick.com. This is like my second time streaming. Anyway, the point is Sophie Turner is suing Joe Jonas to return kids to forever home England as divorce battle heats up. Sophie Turner is suing her estranged husband Joe Jonas to allow for their two young kids to return to her forever home in England. What is that? Is the ghost of fucking Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson there? You'll be a child forever. Peter Pan there. It's a lost boy. Um, the Game of Thrones star claims she was blindsided by the divorce and alleges I was blindsided. I couldn't believe the fact that I was going out to clubs 6 days a week to drink with my girlfriends and bring home random guys that they're just friends. They're just friends, Joe. I can't believe that they didn't approve of this. Why is I'm blindsided by this? So she claims she was blindsided by the divorce, alleges that the Jonas Brothers singer is now keeping hold of their kids' passports, despite previously agreeing they would raise the girls, age 3 and 1. Oh, see, 2 girls. See, that's the thing. The girls cannot get raised by her. They cannot get raised by that evil red-headed stepchild witch. She obviously has turned into a witch in her later ages. She was pretty when she was younger. The curse of all women. When they're young, they start off looking very pretty. They it's oh wow, she's very beautiful, she looks great. Then next thing you know, by 22, 23, maybe 26, it's just all downhill from there. Their faces get more angular, well, at least in her case, that's what I saw. They get more shrill. Their large tits start to sag, and you don't appreciate that. You like big tits, but you want perky tits. It's like the curse of the, like, you want a woman with big tits, but by the time she's 25, those tits are gonna sag down. And that's the same with a redhead. Redheads look very, very, very good in their younger days. 18 through 24, beautiful, these redheads. But once they hit that age, they go straight downhill. And their flaws start to come out, and you realize they truly have no souls. There's no reason they should be a redhead. 2 redheads have a kid, and they have a brown-haired kid. And it's like, wow, that kid was lucky it had a soul. Two, brown-haired people have 3 kids. One of them turns out to be a redhead, right? Say my family, all right? There's five kids. We got 1 redhead. Devil child. Prison, drugs, meth. I mean, I did meth too. I did a whole lot of meth. I was raised by a single mom though. But he was a redhead and he can't quit. I quit. He's older than me. And he can't quit. Maybe he's writing letters to Sophie Turner while he's in jail right now. Shout out to my brother. The legal action comes just weeks after Jonas, 34, sued Turner, 27, for divorce after 4 years of marriage. 7-year relationship, because they got married 4 years ago. A move the actress claims she found out about through news reports, the filing states. You lying fucking bitch. You was probably saying that to you every night, but you were just too drunk to realize it. You just come home drunk as fuck from the club, coked out as shit. This is my friend. He's from Zimbabwe. He's black. I told you if you do this again, I'm gonna divorce you. I know. I know. What? That's Sophie Turner. I don't know. In the months prior to the shock split, Turner and Jonas, who married in 2019, had relocated their family to the UK and been shopping around for their forever home, the Suite States. The Suit States, the Suite. I thought there was an E at the end of that. As they laid the groundwork for their new life, they put their Miami property on the market, and I think it sold for like or they put it on the market for $16.9 million. Shipped their children's belongings, and even exchanged contracts with the sellers of a home in Henley-on-Thames in Oxfordshire, England. God, England is such a fucking shithole with all the names they got going on. Just go with like Oxfordshire. What the fuck is that? Henley-on-Thames? It's on Henley-on-Thames in Oxfordshire, England. We have the best meth in the land. I imagine they have a lot of meth there since it's an island and it's hard to get cocaine there all the way from fucking Colombia. The parties were both excited for the family's move to England. The court papers say, why would you go to England though? England fucking sucks. It rains all the time. It's way too far north. I mean, everyone in the world who's ever been born in Britain is like, I gotta get the fuck out of this place. Why would you want to stay in England? Like, oh, let's make this our forever home. It's because Sophie Turner was the butch in this relationship. She was the top. She was fucking. She was riding Joe Jonas's cock with a finger in his asshole from behind. She was bouncing, but there was a dildo under him that was also bounding. So she was holding his hips. Yeah, that. I'm live streaming this. I don't know why. Turner claims the couple then agreed with some hesitation that Jonas would take the girls with him on a tour in August, given the mom of two was filming a new project, a TV series called Joanne in the UK. The children would then at least be able to spend time during the day with one of their parents until the mother finished her filming commitments, the filing states, adding it was a temporary arrangement. So she's really coming after him. Really, really trying to take those kids back. But I don't think she chose the whole life. Here's the thing. Here's how I feel about it. She chose the whole life. So she wanted to go out and party and live life. She felt like she wasted her youth. You know, she felt like she got married too early, and she felt as if this was too much, and she wanted to do all these other things. So Joe Jonas is stuck with all stuff, and he wants to tour with his brothers, and you got to be with the bros. And I get she wants to live her life, but you're a woman, and women, the life that they live traditionally would have been like raising kids, finding a new recipe to a new dish, you know, figuring out her husband's favorite pie, um, sewing. Sewing was another thing, you know. Oh man, I ruined my pants. There's a rip in them. And then, oh no, I can fix them, babe. That's what she should do. But she wants to go out to the club and hang out with Tyrone and drink until 5 a.m., show up and be like, where's our baby? I want to say hi to our baby. Can I say hi to the baby? It's 5 a.m. He should be up right now. I'm going to feed him from a tit. I don't give a fuck, these three. I know she has a British accent, but I prefer her to be a drunk redneck. They allegedly agree that Turner would come to the Big Apple in September to collect their daughters after filming Wrapped. I want to collect your daughters. That sounds like Sharia law. Yes, you can keep your daughters until the first pube, and then I will come and collect them. This is what I will do. I bought them fair and square at the 7-Eleven last Tuesday, and there is nothing you can do of it. The father has prevented the children's return to England, which is in breach of the mother's right to custody under English law. Well, fuck the goddamn English, dude. Fuck them. Fuck you, you British cunts. If there's any British people listening right now, fuck you. Go back to your country and leave Joe Jonas's kids alone. Unless they're redheads, then you can have them. If they took after their mom, get rid of them. Take that fucking witchcraft bitch. Take that witchy bitch. Fucking, look at her. She's a witch. She's a witch. Sophie, Turner has accused her ex of lying in his September 5th divorce filing, claiming the children had lived in Florida for the past 6 months. The children are fully involved and integrated in all aspects of daily culture and life in England. Oh, do they have a jolly old English accent? My children, they were going to primary school. They were on their way to primary school every day. They weren't doing primary school in England. They were doing it. I meant to say in Florida. They weren't doing primary school in Florida. Ignore the last cut. They weren't doing primary school in Florida. They were doing it in jolly old England. All right, we got that. Cut, put that in. Back to it. The children receive routine medical care and dental care in England. Dental care in England? Come on. The older child attends school in jolly old England. Both children participate in extracurricular activities, playdates, and cultural activities in England. And here's a photo of them in New York City. Proof! Because New York City is basically England. Which is crazy, you know, we fought against these people and now look at her. She looks worse. What's going on with her face? It's truly English. He made a mistake. He looked at the young her. That was the problem. The problem was he was like, God damn, she looks good in Game of Thrones. It's like, yeah, you know she's supposed to be 16 in that, and he's like, I don't care. And then he married her, and then had sex with her multiple times, and well, probably flip those. He probably had sex with her multiple times and then married her. Um, and I'm sure it was enjoyable because redheads. Let me tell you something. It's the best. They're crazy. Very reflex in their pussy giving game. When they give the pussy, they give it well. It is a WAP, as Nicki Minaj would say, a wet ass pussy. Um, because it's so wet, that pussy, that it wets the ass as well. And that's actually a double-sided sword that people don't realize because, yes, the pussy is very wet. It's great, but it's so wet that it lubes the asshole. And if your dick pops out and if you quickly try and shove it back in, what happens um, is she goes, hey, that's the wrong hole. And then you have to apologize profusely and hope you didn't get a jalapeno seed in the tip of your dick. That'll cause an infection. And you'll think it's gonorrhea or herpes or chlamydia or something like that. Now, the herpes is different, let's be honest here, you know. You can't deny those bumps. But the swelling in your penis from the jalapeno seed being stuck inside of the head of it and just won't come out. And you go to the doctor and you figure out that it's not an STD. There's just a jalapeno seed stuck in there from your accidentally slip of anal because of that wet ass pussy. I don't know where I'm going with this. Florida court, where Jonas filed for divorce, has already ruled that neither parent can relocate the kids, an order that Turner was given September 6th, the spokesman said, meaning the kids are staying in Florida, bitch. They're gonna be some Florida kids. Those motherfuckers gonna be hunting gators, killing panthers, smoking methamphetamines on the streets. The pair had a cordial meeting in New York City this past Sunday, and Jonas thought they had reached an understanding that would work together towards an amicable co-parenting setup, according to the statement. But less than a day later, after the cocaine and alcohol had worn off, I added that part. Turner changed her tune and demanded the kids' passports so she could immediately take them to England, to jolly old England, to be violated by the people she brought home from the clubs. I added that as well. A move that would violate the Florida court order, the rep claimed. And guess what? American law is stronger than British law. Fuck you, you goddamn Brits. Go back to... Well, I guess I'm in my country. She needs to stay in her country, and Joe Jonas needs to stay here. I'll take up arms to protect you, Joe Jonas, and your children. I will fight Miss Turner for you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Jonas wants to raise the kids with Turner and would agree to the kids being raised in both countries. His spokesperson said that's a bad idea. She's going to poison you against. She's going to poison them against you. 100%. That's what's going to happen. She is going to every type of, your dad's a fucking alcoholic, right? He's a piece of shit. You know what he used to say to me? He used to say to me when I would come home drunk at 5 in the morning after taking 4 dicks, he would call me a whore. Can you believe he would do that? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. And he did that. And your 5-year-old is just gonna be, yeah. I don't know. I just remember that's what my family did. Look, I was raised by a single mother. What happened to me? Homeless, drug addict, prison 5 times. Nothing good. Sure, I turned my life around, but I'm fucking old. I'm old now. I shouldn't be fucking trying to succeed on doing a podcast on kick.com right now, live. I should be, like, doing math or something at a college. I should be teaching trans math at a college somewhere. If things had worked out for me, I was a smart kid, but I didn't have a dad to beat me. So instead of learning gender ideology at Cornell College, I learned meth theory at Los Angeles University. The children were not abducted, the statement states, adding that Jonas's wish is that Sophie reconsider her harsh legal position, move forward in a more constructive and private manner. I wonder who's got more money at this point. Honestly. Like, the Jonas Brothers got Disney money, but that bitch got Game of Thrones money. I mean, that's all she's ever done. But, oh, no, she also did that X-Men Origins or X-Men Apocalypse, whatever it was. And she looked hot in that. I'd have banged her. Unless she was underage, then I wouldn't have. I would have waited till she was 18. Uh, yeah. Anyway, that's Sophie Turner. I don't know what you guys think. Comment below and let me know. I think she's a whore and he's a good dude. I will say I do have a bias because I'm a man and I don't think women should have rights. I don't think we should beat them, but I don't think they should have any rights, any say in anything. That's just my opinion. This is a comedy podcast, so joking. But yeah, that's how I feel. So next, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was this mom. There was this football game, a high school football game, and afterward, this kid won state championship. Woo! And his mom was on the field and gave him this like heartfelt hug, and it became like a major news story because she kind of jumped on him and straddled him. It was, I mean, if you were ever raised by a single mom, it's disturbing. If you watch stepmom porn, I'm sure this inspired you to watch more stepmom porn because it's just so fucked up. I there's a lot of there's a lot of people saying it's not that bad. Like it's just the mom. It's just the mom who loves her boy. That's her only boy, and she's a single mom. He looks like he got a hard on afterward. Let's go to it. Here it is. All right. Here we go. Look, bam, he's got a hard on afterward. You see that? Boom, right after she jumps off. He notices. All right, we're going to break this down step by step. All right. Hang on. Bam, right here. All right. Everything's locked and loaded. She's got her legs wrapped around him. They're giving a deep embrace. It's awkward. Everyone else is just looking away. For all you listening, go ahead and look up on Instagram AMBSLUND Abslund, whatever. Um, but they're giving the hug. Now, jumps down. He's still leaning in, head against her chest. Deep sniff like Joe Biden, right? Boom. Now, right there. That boner's popping off. Look at that eye contact. Pursing his lips like he's going to go in for a kiss. And then, woo. Right there. Down where that hand is. About to give her a little pussy tap. And then he notices the camera. Slaps the hip instead. Backs up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These two are fucking. He's fucking his mom. He's fucking his mom. I hope he was adopted. I mean, he's a single mom, but he definitely doesn't have a full boner until she jumps off, and then it's there. You can see it poking out. He does that little lean forward. All men know this. We all did this in high school. When you're sitting in class, you get an NRB, which is a no reason boner. NRB, no reason boner. You get a no reason boner in NRB, and you got to get up and you got to walk to the next class. You have you're obviously going to put your books in front of your dick, but you do this thing where you lean your ass back a little. That way, your erection isn't so accented, because it's pushing against. So if you lean back, kind of gives a little more room in there. We're gonna watch this over and over again because we're gonna read the comments now. So the lady who gave this sexually charged hug to her baby boy, who I'm sure you can find on OnlyFans. This boy will forever and always have my entire heart. That looks bad. Sus. Gina captured the end of this moment, and I'm so grateful. When I walked up to hug my baby boy after his game, he immediately picked me up and just held me. I wonder what he did when you got home. It may have been 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. I have no idea. But in this moment, time stood completely still. I honestly don't know what I did to deserve you, Bricks. Jesus Christ. This is literally what every fucking 19-year-old girl posts about her fucking boyfriend after her 26-year-old boyfriend after he cheated on her for the 7th time and gave her roses. So the sun Bricks Bright commented, some of you need Jesus. She's my mom. I did pick her up. She didn't jump on me. It was a hug. Get the fuck over it, for real. And the replies, we got this person defending it. People are just miserable with their own lives, baby. Don't mind them. She's probably involved in the threesomes between the two, which good for her. Good for him, I mean, You get to fuck your hot mom and her hot friend. Healing Art Life said, it didn't seem like that from the video, which is why people are worried about you. Bricks replied, no one needs to worry about me. Worry about your own lives. Me and my mom are good. So good. She comes on my fucking dick every night. Browse at the charger. Wood. Oh, Healing Arts Life. You should look up enmeshment. I don't know what that is. It will open your eyes. It will open your eyes. And if your mom doesn't want people's opinions, she should not have her comments on or be on social media. That's what happens when things are posted that people find odd. Please comment. Bricks responded again. I'd school you in the death of it. Enmeshment. He Googled it once and was like, I'd kill you in this. My mom has more boundaries and rules for me than yours obviously did. She won't let me fuck her in the ass. I can only fuck her with her permission. I'm not allowed to just sneak up and have surprise sex with her when she's sleeping. She can do that to me. That's one of her boundaries. One of her boundaries is it's her choice. So if I'm sleeping, and she wants to wake me up with a blowjob, I have to eat her out. Sounds like you're the ones with mommy issues, not me. This dude, thou doth protest too hard, sir. You're only here to challenge the bullies, yet you're the one bullying, and my 16-year-old just basically put you in your place. Proud mom. I'm so proud because my boy can last over 15 minutes in the bedroom. This bitch. Does she not realize how. I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Comment below if I'm wrong. But this is fucking creepy, and he obviously has a fucking hard on afterward. He's either sexually attracted to his mom or he's fucking his mom, which means he's sexually attracted to his mom. That's wrong. It's wrong. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Don't do it. Don't do it. No one bullied your kid. I was explaining to him why people had reacted the way they did, since according who the fuck spends their time just doing all these replies? You say one horrible comment, they reply, you do a laughing emoji, and you move the fuck on to the next person you want to troll. Come on now. I was explaining to him why people react the way they did. Since according to you, he defended himself, why are you tagging me in response? Your enmeshment is clearly visible, and why don't you just take the post down since so many people, according to you, are misinterpreting what they saw? Wouldn't that be protecting your child? But I guess you won't, because the post is getting you a lot of engagement on social media. That's true. That's true. Women love engagement on social media. You're right about that. She doesn't care. She's fucking reading these comments while she rides her son's cock right now. While her son just has her fucking bent over the Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. What I'm saying is wrong. What I meant is what I'm saying is wrong. This is wrong. This shit is totally wrong. But so is what I'm saying. I'm a horrible person. I admit. I'm a horrible person, but so is this woman for what she's doing to her son. I want to follow this guy. Is it worth it for her to leave the post up? What is she gaining? Obviously, the majority of people receive poorly. What is the issue in taking it down and moving on? I'm gonna like it. Like. Your mom has raised a great son. Oh, you're one of those moms. Shout out to stepmom porn. I don't watch that. That's disgusting. You shouldn't watch it. Just like this. This is also disgusting. I watch stepdad porn. What's up, single moms out there? Kidding. Single mom, very close to my son. I hug them in public without hesitation, but straddling them in high heels would cross a line neither of us would be comfortable with. Look, let me tell you something. They have crossed several lines. They probably did lines while they crossed lines. That was one of the lines they crossed. Cocaine off of his mom's tits. This guy's future wife doesn't stand a chance. Come on, guys. She's not like a regular mom. She's a cool mom. The comment section is awesome. That Brett Cooper bitch on the Daily Wire has the right fucking idea. Just play this shit over and over again while I read the comments of this. My God, this is horrible. On behalf of the Cool Mom Committee, we do not condone this type of behavior, and hell no to the nah. We do not claim her. I was looking for this comment. Oh, it's beautiful. We'll go to the article on this one, because this is a beautiful thing right here. Mom defends emotional hug with son after football game. It's just how we are. He was feeling emotional, and I think as his mom, I should give him a hand job. I said, I'm his safe space, Amber Wright explained in the viral video. She's not embracing the feedback. This is by the New York Post, Adriana Diaz. A Utah mother is defending herself after a video of her hugging her 16-year-old son at a football game went viral. I love that they just put it as a video of her hugging her 16-year-old son, not her hugging and straddling her 16-year-old son, and then he has a partial afterward. He's got a halfie. With trolls suggesting the pair were inappropriately affectionate. They were. I just played the video for like 5-10 minutes. I don't know. I think I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I was so proud. Amber Wright 38 told today.com last week. I was a proud mom hugging her kid. I never expected it to turn into something where people are like, "You're sexually abusing him. You're grooming him. I'm calling protective child protective services." I'm not going to do that. I'm calling him and tell him to invite his friends over, or maybe like try for some other moms. Is your mom on birth control? She's probably, I mean, come on, a 38-year-old fucking woman, single mom. So what, she had him when she was 20. Dad went to prison, she divorced him. See, here's the thing. What people don't realize, this harkens back to the last story that we were just talking about. Here's what happens if Sophie Turner gets custody of her kids. Yes, they're female, but I mean, look at Jada Pinkett Smith. She said her grandma taught her to eat pussy or something when she was a kid. She's like, "You got to learn to pleasure yourself because a man ain't going to do it for you." This is what happens. This is why women shouldn't raise kids. They give them inappropriate hugs and give them boners on the field, and it becomes national news for everyone to see. Someone really should call Child Protective Service. In all honesty, this is wrong. As family, friends, and fans rushed to the field last month after the win, a single mother ran into her son's arms. Brixton picked his mother up and held her for several seconds before she jumped down and finished congratulating him by shaking his shoulders. He went to smack her ass, saw the camera, and literally smacked her hip and backed up. Shut the fuck up, you liars! You're liars! This boy will forever and always have my heart. She later posted a photo of the two of them after the game, the caption, "Just dot 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 him," along with two hearts and a football emoji. Right here, he looks like he's adjusting his cock. He's trying to put his boner up. He's trying to waist pay. Look at his friend behind him! Holy shit, look at his friend behind him! This cunt is literally like, "Whoa, dude, that's creepy. What are you doing with her? You guys are still doing that?" They know. They know. His teammates know that he's fucking his mom, dude. I'm sorry. He's fucking his mom. He's doing it. He's doing it. This is probably going to get age restricted. Whatever. She was shocked by the responses. It would have been cute if it was his girlfriend, but not a mother. Agree? Agree? I thought he was dating an older woman. You're one of those moms. I saw that comment. It got more than poor Brixton's comments. I wonder how many of these friends are allowed to stay over. Yes, my son wouldn't be allowed for sleepovers over at their house. Of course they wouldn't, you prude ass bitch. Maybe you should fuck your kid and he'd get more pussy at school. Like this is satire. This is a comedy podcast. If I must reiterate, since I don't have a black guy here. The video quickly went viral as people debated the hug, as we're debating it now. Please tell me what you think below. Comment, like, share, call me gay. Oh, a soy sociopath. I like that. I just checked the chat and just saw that. That's beautiful. From a Miss X or a combo deal, a soy sociopath. I love it. That's beautiful. For her part, Wright says she's grateful for the close relationship. I come from a very affectionate family. I hug my dad every time I see him, she told Today. What you saw on the football field is just how we are. You should see our OnlyFans. Brix will pick me up and squeeze me and then put me back down. 'Cause he's so young, he comes very quickly, obviously. She admitted this particular hug was especially intimate, but not for the reasons people grossly assumed. What? I don't, because you were straddling him. That's why people grossly assumed it. Wright said the game was special because Brixton wore a jersey, embezzle, embezzle, em, I emblazoned. I'm retarded. I'm retarded. Sorry. Long day. I worked 8 hours a day. With the date of his dad's death. Oh, see, that's sad. See, that's sad. Now I feel bad that I was. Brixton said his father died April 4th, 2021, so we wore number 44. Whew. They didn't wait too long before they started banging. He was feeling emotional, and I think as his mom, I'm his safe space. Right? Explain. I actually kind of feel bad now. If I mean, unless she killed, I mean, probably. Look, we're gonna go comedy podcast on this. She obviously killed her husband so she can continue a relationship with her underage child. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm not going to go down this emotional route and say that I was wrong. And chances are they just really love each other because they're all that they have left because dad's dead and he's now the man of the family. She was the one who did the jump though. He didn't pick her up. You don't wrap your legs around. You have to pick them up for them to do that. That's all I'm saying. Uh my mom's my hero. I was just giving her a hug after the game and I did pick her up. She did not jump on me. Bullshit. My mom's been the only person here for me my whole life. I thought your dad died in 2021. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I grew up with an alcoholic dad who would just come and go when he wanted. Then why are you so fucking happy that he wore 44 for his dad's death? You're celebrating his death? Is that what we're doing here? That's why they were so emotional? They were lamenting the death of their alcoholic fucking father and husband? Thank God he's dead and won't beat us anymore so we can just have lots of good Utah Mormon sex. Woo! Number 44! That's pretty fucked up if you think about it. He's talking shit about his dad while supposedly honoring his dad. And he gave that hug to his mom and it was super emotional because he was wearing his uh an emblazoned emblazoned. He was wearing 44 at his goddamn shirt in honor of his dad. And he's like, my dad was an alcoholic who never hugged my mom. I grew up with an alcoholic dad who would just come home, come and go as he wanted. He was great when he was sober, but he wasn't. But he wasn't. He was just so dark and different. He never really the grammar in this is terrible. They did a horrible job. I grew up with an alcoholic dad who would just come and go when he wanted. Period. He was great when he was sober, but he wasn't. He was just so dark and I don't understand. New York Post, mom defends emotional hug. Look that up. Tell me I'm wrong. That looks retarded. He never really showed up to any of my games or anything like that. My mom's been to every single game, every single since I played. Probably every single one. Jesus, New York Post really, really sucks at editing their articles. They need a new editor-in-chief. I will do that for you. I'm drunk most of the time, but I could do better than this. I would do better than his alcoholic dad because I would never let my son fuck my wife and then murder me. But really, it is crazy that it's literally he says nothing good about his father besides he was great when he was sober. But then he immediately adds the caveat, but he wasn't. It should have said, but when he wasn't, he was just so dark and different. And assuming he was an alcoholic, meaning he was never sober. Funny because I actually also have an alcoholic dad. Parents got divorced at 2. Never fucked my mom. Thank you. She never gave me a hug like that either. That's how you do it. You don't fuck your family, even though you have an alcoholic dad who's never there. And you don't let your mom kill your dad. But my dad was horrible when he was sober. He didn't talk much. He was angry all the time. But as soon as he got drunk, he was very happy, loving, would tell me the same story over and over again. He kicked me in the head once because I wouldn't get a haircut. But that's a good dad. If he would have kicked me in the head harder, like the first time I got arrested, if he would have kicked me in the head then, maybe I wouldn't have ended up becoming a drug addict and a homeless guy for fucking 10, 15 years. And then later on, a fucking conservative, libertarian guy. Whatever the fuck I am. I don't know. I'm a liberal. I'm a Democrat. Who knows? You don't know me. Um, but really, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is. My dad ended up committing suicide last year, and this year, yeah, God. I changed my number to 44 because it was his death date, 4/4/21. Well, 44 it's not his death, 4/4/2021. It was the first time seeing me wear it in person, so obviously it was very emotional, and so was I. Because we plotted to kill my father together so we could continue on our sexual relationship, and eventually we'll do better. All it was a big hug from me to her, she said. The post has contacted Wright for comments. I will add this just because we did bring up suicide, and apparently that's a thing you have to do. If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts or experiencing a mental health crisis and live in New York City, you can call 1-888-NYC-WELL for free and confidential crisis counseling. If you live outside of the 5 boroughs, you can dial the 24/7 National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988 or go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org. And honestly, suicide's never the answer. Don't do it. I've been suicidal. I tried to kill myself before. Don't do it. There's a better life. Things get better. It's only temporary. I mean that. I love you all. But this dude didn't kill himself. He got killed by his son and wife. And that's why you have to have a strong iron fist with your family so they don't do this to you. It's like Julius Caesar. He got too soft. He thought that he had everything on lock and he didn't have a strong hand and didn't punish the people. And what did they do? They stabbed him to death, even his friends. And that's what happened to this guy. He got stabbed to death by his wife and son, and then every night his son stabs his wife to death with his dick. So yeah, this is where we got the video from. As you can see, there's a poll on this today.com article. What do you think of this mom's hug? I put inappropriate because it was pretty inappropriate, and majority of people believed it was leaning on inappropriate, as you can see. So it's about 66% are leaning inappropriate to full inappropriate, and 34%, it looks like, are thinking are on the appropriate side. Where do you guys stand? Comment, like, all that. I wonder how many of his friends are allowed to stay over. My son wouldn't be allowed for sleepovers at their house. If my son was a fat virgin, I'd send him over. Get some experience. No, he'd probably just become a cuck then. He'd just sit in the corner and jerk off while this kid just fucked his mom. Add another. I don't think anyone has an issue with your son picking you up. It's just the fact that it appears you're straddling your son. You're also dressed pretty sexy for a high school football game. That's what happens when you're a single hoe-ass mom trying to find a new man and trying to impress your son. Trying to get fucked. Look at how they look. He's got a boner. I know, it's his cup. It's his cup. It wasn't like that when they were standing up. Go back and watch the video. That's all I'm saying. Oh, she throws in breast cancer. She had breast cancer too? I'm a single mom of a boy. After going through breast cancer, I believe my son would do this to me at a football game because we were very close. My son and I are like best friends. Happy to see a strong mom and son connection. One person. Dude, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. But I honestly just believe it's full on just weird shit. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't think it should happen. So what are we gonna end with? So we did that. Russell Brand is getting accused of grape for speaking out. I stand with Russell Brand. I'll just say that now. Fuck all them. Burger King actually. So Russell Brand got accused of, like, graping one of his girlfriends that admitted to them anyway. But it was like 15 or 20 years ago or something, and uh, the allegations have been out there, but now they're suddenly canceling him, and he got demonetized on YouTube. Good job, YouTube. Fucking prime free speech place. But they tried to get him censored on Rumble. He refused. The Chris Pavlowski, the CEO, I'm sure I got that name wrong. The CEO of Rumble said "fuck you," and now Burger King and HelloFresh have stopped. Have said that they're no longer gonna do what is that called? Sponsorships. That's it. Those things that I don't have. Sponsors. They're no longer going to do any sponsorships on Rumble. And I just think this is a really good time to point out that if you go to Burger King, you're probably a pedophile. Most people who go to the King are pedophiles. Unless you have a child with you. If you're just going there, we know you're staring into the ball pit, wishing it was your balls those kids were playing with. We know that. We know that's what you do. We know that because of like this article right here, where Burger King are offering a romantic meal for two for $10. Will you rule this homecoming with me? I don't know why this makes them pedophiles. I just wanted to insult Burger King, if I'm being honest. I don't have too much on this, and I don't like how Brave didn't censor this article. But Burger King is poison. They put everything in seed oils. You should not eat seed oils. They're bad for you. For years, fans, I don't care about any of this. We're gonna move on to the next one. Oh yeah, here we go. This is this is a music video. I'm sure everyone's seen this. Tiananmen Square by System of a Down. Here we go. Why don't you ask the kids at Tiananmen Square? Was passion the reason why they were there? Yes, she's there for fashion. This is what's great about China. This is what happens in China. They just got a TikTok influencer dancing in front of a military zone where they're obviously going to kill Uyghur Muslims. They disguise and hypnotize the propaganda makes you higher. I'm sitting in my car and waiting for my gun. Yeah. Thanks for watching. This has been Tyrannical House of Comedy. I did not make it to a full hour, but damn it, I tried my best. Oh, wait, we got this one. These fuckers. We got the Asians. Never mind. Don't stop yet. We got Asians kidnapping people. We got Asian child traffickers. This is bloodthirsty female kingpins, nationwide sex trafficking rings circulated. Video shows brutal torture of rivals. DA. The doe-eyed duo. Let me rephrase that for you. The chink-eyed duo were part of a Flushing-based sex ring that extended all the way to Oregon and included hundreds of sex workers, according to filings by Brooklyn Federal Court. The depraved ringleaders of the Queen-based nationwide sex trafficking prostitution ring with significant ties to China. Posed for cheery selfies hour after a victim they targeted was viciously beaten with a rolling pin, prosecutors say. Oh, I thought that was just an Asian stereotype. Are you telling me fucking Asians really beat each other with rolling pins? The doe-eyed duo. Oh, I have doe. Look at me, I have doe. All right. Manager Yuan Yuan Chen. Okay. I disavow myself. The Douai duo manager Wan Wan Chen and her boss Rong Rong Zhu. Wan Wan Chen Rong Rong Zhu were part of a Flushing-based sex ring that extended all the way to Oregon and included hundreds of sex workers, most of whom were migrants from China forced to hand over their passports, according to the U.S. Attorney of Eastern District, New York, Brion Peace. Um, they are the hottest sex workers. If you get them braces, I wonder if they get them braces before they, or like they put the braces on, because that some dudes are into that nowadays. It's like goes along with the stepmom porn. Well, child porn, very popular, and you don't need to do that. You just have a fucking small Chinese chick with braces on and put young China woman or whatever. I don't know. This is probably a popular thing. The stuff they took together just hours after allegedly sicking enforces on rival sex worker at a Kansas hotel in 2020 was included in paperwork prosecutors filed to deny Chen bail. In complete disregard for the victims, the two women posed for nearly a dozen selfies, smiling, having fun hours after the victim had been viciously beaten with a rolling pin. Oh, come on. Girls just want to have fun. I don't believe it. I think we should believe women. I thought, what happened to me too? Believe all women. I believe that these women are innocent and they would never, ever, ever hurt someone. Look at them. I wonder if they're sisters. They look like sisters, don't they? Rong Rong Zhu and Yang Yang Chen, ringleaders of Queens-based nationwide sex trafficking and prostitution ring, took this selfie after having woman beaten, prosecutors say. The pair ruled with iron fist. Circulating a video is rivals being tied up and beaten with hammer, wrenches, and baseball bat. You want to get beat by a baseball bat? In China, we don't do baseball. We hit with baseball bat. We don't have carpenters. We staple carpet into your thighs for lying. This is. I can fix them. I can fix them. Days after the alleged trafficking happened, another woman duct taped and brutalized with a baseball bat. The woman made depraved jokes about the attack, according to court filings. Serves this woman right to get beaten. Really brought this evil on herself. Sounds like she felt justified. Maybe we should hear her side of the story. I mean, after a period of time, we need to beat her again. Zoo texts her partner, who responds with a laughing, crying emoji. Damn, these bitches are real. I love them. If serves this woman right to get beaten. She brought this evil on herself. After a period of time, we will have to beat her again. Later that day, Zhu told Wan Wan Chen, that it was too easy to kill a person in America, that it was like killing a chicken. God damn it! Oh, man. These women must follow this fucking mom. Killed her husband. It's too easy to kill a person in America. Oh my god, he tried raping me, so I stopped him. Wan Wan Chen responded with laughter. Zhu was the alleged leader of the organization, and Wan Wan her right-hand woman, prosecutors said. They got caught because there wasn't a man. Chen boasted that she recruited 90% of the group's sex workers, often women without legal status in the U.S. She also pinpointed where the rivals operated, down to the hotel room numbers, and had the idea to share videos of the beatings to discourage competition. God damn. God damn, do these bitches think like there's no fucking cops on the internet? I mean, I know most of the time they're just on there trying to like pretend they're 14-year-old girls and catch autistic dudes, like, you know, entrap fucking autistic Muslims. The crimes outlined in today's indictment are among the most heinous we confront, the police commissioner, Edward Caban, at the time the indictment was announced. Wan Chen earned about $10,000 a month. That's nothing to sneeze at, including $1,500 from a brothel in an undisclosed area of Queens, while the organization itself pulled over $750,000, with accounts held in Zhu's name accounting for approximately half that money, according to prosecutors. Look, I'm going to go ahead and give you the dumbass liberal argument of if it was legal, then we wouldn't have this problem. Yeah, the government could just go ahead and tax it. Yeah. Anyway, it should be legal. I'm going libertarian on this. It should be legal. The government shouldn't tax it. And this bitch should be able to keep all $10,000 a month she's getting. God damn it. And beat her clients. If that's in the contract, you put that in the contract. If you fuck up, I will beat you on video and send it on the internet to discourage competition. You put that in the contract, that should be in there. This isn't a right to work state. This is Arizona. I know that's actually in New York, but I'm just claiming here. Whatever. My point is, prostitutes should be allowed to own and operate and beat people in America and not pay taxes for it. And also own a gun. The organization exchanged American dollars for Chinese currency, although the prosecutors did not say whether the group had been funneling money into the Chinese bank accounts as well. Obviously they were. That's what they're here for. They're here to corrupt the American youth. Wan Chen is a Chinese citizen in the U.S. on work authorization. She doesn't have legal status, while Zhu has significant ties abroad and traveled internationally 11 times between 2016 and 2019, including 5 trips to China. I don't know. I think they're innocent. They look at no, not the one, not that fat bitch in the back. Actually, she's probably the real enforcer. Leader, enforcer. Skinny one in the front is the leader. Fat one in the back, enforcer. She's the one. Look at those forearms, dude. Look at those forearms. For you just listening, wow, you got to look this up because my God, she's giant. She's ginormous. You didn't notice it from one angle because she's Asian, but oh look, female FBI officers. That's a bad idea. Makes you mine, and I'm just sitting in my car. Wide. Okay, I'll stop.